You're on.
Hi there, I'm Andrew Hemming. I want to look at part 2 of this video series called Cleaning Up Your Power Clean. So last day we looked at the setup. Okay, we talked about the importance of being in position with the hips back, elbows locked out, getting more bend in the hip, and also the important point I forgot to make in that video is that you want the feet more jumping width. A lot of people in their setup tend to do this, and you're not going to be as explosive as you can be in more of a natural jumping stance. Okay, moving on from there to part 2. The next thing we want to look at is what's called low pulls. And so I'll just do a few of these and then we'll talk about why they're important. Okay? So what we're going to do is get the bar in position, start in our setup here, and doing that motion there. Okay? Low pulls help with two of the most common problems you see with athletes that both contribute to dysfunctions that get less than optimal results. So what happens is a lot of athletes really struggle when they're doing Olympic lifts with getting this triple extension. The triple extension is the key aspect to Olympic style weightlifting for athletes. They want the hip joint, the knee joint, the ankle joint to all explode and straighten out completely. And so a lot of times when people are doing cleans, we'll see kind of this type of thing where they're not getting that explosion. So we want to get this practice where we're coming through here and coming up nice and high, driving the toes through the ground and getting way up like that. Okay? Another common problem for a lot of people when they start is because they have a bar in their hands, they think of pulling with their arms instead of driving with their legs. So with the low pulls, the way we do them for athletes, is it's technically more of like a jump shrug, and we keep the elbows completely locked and we just go ahead and have the motion happen with no arms. And what this does is it helps to teach you that the arms are not part of the exercise yet. They come in later, locked in place and exploding up. Okay? Now one key thing to look at with this, and I actually had to refilm this video because I screwed up on the first one, is that when you're coming to land from the low pull, you don't want to shoot the knees forward, okay? And that just is a faulty movement pattern that puts extra unnecessary stress on the knees. We don't want to do that in training, but we also in training, we want to use it to reinforce quality movements. So once you come up on the toes here, you want to think of breaking the hips and sitting back down as you go there, okay? So I'll just do a couple more as we go along from here. So in this position here, we get our setup, coming up, doing that movement there. And yes, it looks kind of funny, it feels funny, it's kind of geeky, but it'll do a good job of fixing some common problems and laying the foundation for the other phases of the complete power clean. So enjoy, and for more information, check it out at andrewhemming.com. Take care.